Yo, hello? Is this thing on? Dad? What's up, friends? How we doing? It is Saturday? Friday, even. Yeah, Friday. And today, believe it or not, we're doing more challenge farming, but this time we're really specifically, well, just like yesterday, really specifically looking for memory tears. We have 3 challenges left, but really 2 of them are any amount of trouble at all. I'm sorry, really 1 of them is any amount of trouble at all, and it's the memory tear one. We need 4 bosses left, or we have 4 bosses left. 2 from Courtyard of Wasting, 2 from Theater of Lies. And we just have to really hope that we get every single one we need before getting a duplicate of any of the ones that we don't need. Otherwise, we're going to be farming for who knows how many extra maps. Probably like 20 extra maps per time we mess it up. Which we don't take terribly long per map, but 20 maps is quite a few. So, I suspect... Well, yesterday we got 3 done. All of them made progress, because our last one finished out this objective. But yeah, now the fun part begins of hoping we don't get the wrong boss. To make sure we don't get the wrong boss, or to do our best to make sure we don't get the wrong boss. Excuse me, so sorry. To do our best to make sure we don't get the wrong boss, we took Educated Upbringing, which we double checked which node goes to which boss, and that's the correct one. So Educated Upbringing blocks out Chamber of Impurity by 80%. So there's still a chance. It just went from like 33% chance to like, I don't know, 20% of that. Whatever that is, like 6 or 7. So yeah. That's where we're at. We have 5 Dunes maps remaining. We don't have a memory thread lined up. I forgot to sell my life juice yesterday, so that's listed right now. But yeah.
What you perceive is not the same as what is.
That's what you think. But yeah. We don't really have a lot of copies of Dunes built up. I think we have 6, which is a far cry from the 20 we've been trying to run at any one given time. So I rolled 20 Tropical Islands instead, because we had like 20 billion of those for when we run out of dudes. Gauntlet is ongoing right now, but I'm not really that interested in it. But someone told me you can get the MTX gloves for killing Hillick, so I may or may not do that at some point. If I do it, it probably won't be on stream, because it's just gonna be like 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna delete the character. But yeah, that's a thing if anyone's interested. It's also not a headhunter. Why do I even bother? Oh hey, an invitation. We need, I think, 4 more of those now to be like real certain that we're gonna be getting all of the modifiers we need for that challenge. Bosses themselves are really not that bad at all. That is 3 plots and they're all the same color. That's about as bad as that could possibly be. Real tragedy unfolding before our very eyes. Please. Kind of forgot about the memory abilities there. Didn't even look at them.
You gamble with forces you barely comprehend.
Fire damage for orbs of unmaking, I think I'm alright. What's that? Ooh, it's actually a nice one. Huge. Oh, and a strong start too. We got mocking for our ability, unfortunately, which is the headhunter effect. Steals modifiers from nearby monsters. No resurrect ability, unfortunately. Ah, I recognize that. That debuff icon that keeps popping up every 7 seconds. Whoop. We are going to run this blue plot here and then run the purple one afterwards. Not even close, dude. "13 tier 2 plants, by the way. Kind of a bummer we couldn't upgrade it one more time, but hopefully the same thing happened on our yellow plots, because those did get upgraded that one more time. And it looks like it came out pretty good. That's 6 right there and 6 right there. Survive, damn you! Damn you! Oh well. This will still be alright. Oh, wait, there he is. Man was hiding. Egon was not hiding back there. That's good to know. Those are still going? Stop it! World's longest explosions, dude. I should probably pick that up. Yeah, on second thought, walking into the middle of all that while I was unable to do damage was not my brightest idea ever. It's fine. It's fine. I was trying to find the shrine and they had 100% crit chance. You'll have to see. The hell is that? Rigwalds, whatever the hell. Well, no, we go. This thing worth anything? A chaos. Wah. Pretty shit rolls all the way around, so we're not gonna sweat that too much. I actually got more purple stuff than yellow stuff out of that. Bit of a bummer, but oh well. Guess we had more monsters duplicate and or duplicate their life force drops from that purple one.
I am where I must be. You are not.
Zana, could I get you to say, "Behold the face of your unmaking," real quick? Just to see. Cornucopia. Wow. I wonder if Zana's gonna be a boss in the next league. She's gonna have her own guardians. Actually, what if she only has one guardian and it's Navali because they both got removed from the game in the same update? That would actually be hilarious. Where's this? There it is. Cassie, my friendship with the Blight is long over. No. I can't bring myself to do it. Anything we get out of a blue purple plot is just half the value that a yellow plot would give me, so I kind of don't want it. But I think we can safely say there's no memory tear here. But I am going to double check that little corner there and this one over there.
I am where I must be. You are not.
This way, Exile.
Cool of them, dude. It's huge. We're gonna get... Oh, we won! That's never a good idea to do that, but this time it worked. If we lost, we weren't really gonna lose all that much. See, that's better. Suddenly, we're rich. That's a whole entire divine orb. We can't not do the breach, right? They're so convenient now with their splinters dropping everywhere, or dropping in one spot now. Specifically not dropping everywhere. We got 9 splinters in one stack. What a time to be alive, dude. Not gonna lie, I'm having a real hard time seeing the shrines on this map. Between all the corpses and the fact that the icons are like gold on the slightly goldish background, it's like just enough to be a little confusing. Casual divine orb. A gray Arcanist box. Okay, cool. We take those. That's actually more raw divine orbs than we got in the entire day yesterday. Yo, Mr. Seer, I heard you had a mage blood for me. A little bird told me. Unfortunately, that little bird lied to me. I talked to the nameless seer and all he gave me was the shitty Venter's Gamble. Which one's old? The little one. Well, the medium one. Our 5th map. Surely this one is the one that has Egon in it for the first time today. Zana, what I perceive is that you need more voice lines. 4 of them. All up. Ten and 1 or 6 and 1. Fortunately, that's gotta go. Well, we got one whole tier 3. Was not feeling like a gambling sort of mood this time. Okay, just casually running without Tempest Shield for some reason. Probably right-clicked it off when I was trying to right-click a shrine. What's that? Scarabs. I'm out of maps. So it's off to the tropical island with us. First. That one, 4 of those ones. And we're off. No memory influence ones this time. We did get our last memory thread or memory tear in a originator influence map yesterday. However, we got 2 of them outside of memory influence maps. They were just regular old normal maps. So I don't think that has any bearing on your chance to find tears. We looked at the wiki, there was nothing that suggested other people have found that there is either. Ooh, Chaos Orbs, huge. Getting real tempted to block Expedition because it just puts so much shit on the map when it spawns. And I have zero intention of doing it ever. Well, we got another 4 plot. Oh, make that a 5 plot. There's a chance. Seven, and that's actually false. There are 4 tier 3, 5 tier 3s in there. What the hell? Wait, stop that. Or am I miscounting? Honestly, those are probably tier 2s. Tier 2 and tier 3 purple plants look really similar. Yeah, that's definitely a tier 3. So there are 2 of those. Meaning, we run this way. And then that one. And the other one. 1478. Hey, look, 6 yellow plants. Hopefully we get at least 2k out of that. Feeling optimistic. $2,036. Just barely made it. Tropical Island's a really linear map, which isn't so great for like running memory tears, but the nice thing is we just kind of run along in the middle. We're basically, or it'll basically be impossible to miss Egon if he does spawn. I was a little worried about missing him in Dunes, how wide open it is. Not so here. That's enough of that terrible noise. Again! This time with children. Hey, it's Dunes. Don't really care to hang out and be with the big blue man. He is not gonna drop me any fragmentation shards anyways. Fracturing shards even. Whatever the hell they're called. Not running that one. That's not a reflecting mist item, and that's also... I mean, technically that's minus lightning res. But also not really a good ring. Not a mage blood at all. We got a runnable one, though not super likely to give us a whole lot, but we should get something. Maybe we get lucky, who knows. Yeah, we got 2. Unlucky. Ascendant's gentle touch. Starting to wonder if I should even run 4 plot harvests. But I think I should, because if we get even one to get an even 1 plot to not wilt, then it kind of turns into something a little more reasonable. With 3, it's like you have to get lucky twice to even start getting anything. At least with 4, we can like reliably recoup the cost of. I do not. I can reliably recoup the cost of the scarab. Wiser individual would double corrupt these. However, I also don't feel like putting that kind of effort in. Wow. Wiser individual also would have read the item before getting rid of it, just in case. That's okay. We're just here for the maps. Sentinel. Don't mind if I don't. No. Another lightning shrine, huge.
This way, Exile.
That's a tanky boy. How does this have 2 tier 3s and the one I want have 5 tier 2s? At least that's something, damn. I'm gonna run this blue one and then run the purple one on the other set of yellow stuff. Five tier 2s on that. Honestly, that might actually be a better option now. And barely. We'll just do this one because we'll get more purple stuff out of this. Then we will get blue stuff out of the other one. Casual 1100. Oh! Okay, well that turns things around now, doesn't it? Guaranteed at least 1,000, well, like 900. Can we do the phase, please? Please? So your health is at the threshold, please. No, we're doing this again. Okay, I'm just gonna drink this and he'll figure his shit out whenever. Perfect. Dear goodness. 1272. Half a divine. Now then. Honestly, that's a pretty good result for how fucked we got by RNG from most of those plots. That last purple plot really turned it around for us. There was like 3 different forms of invincibility going on right here, right now. They had the totem, they had the divine shrine that makes enemies invulnerable. There may or may not have been one of those golden aura dudes. I don't think there was, but it would have been funny if there was. That was just a lot.
Did House Kayakson send you? No, then be gone.
Volcanus. Don't see that one too often. That could have been a divine orb. Brother, I just clicked off a Brutality Shrine. Alright, we go again. We'll take these slightly questionable 4 plot harvests over continual 3 plot harvests any day. At least there's a chance of victory here. See, that's a little better. Then again, we did not proc any of the duplicate monsters or duplicate drops. So that actually ended up not being shit. A defeat from the jaws of victory. Oh well. Still have a div. You can't make me get my hopes up, video game. Damn. There's no other ones. None of those work for my mercenary. I already had Volcanus. Oh yeah. Crit chance while dual wielding fractured. Interesting. I don't know if that's worth anything, and I don't care to check right now. So we'll just throw it in there and forget about it. To the next one. Surely this is the one that Egon shows up. Yo, Mr. Seer, I heard the third time that you show up in the same day, you're like guaranteed to have a mage button. Better yet, I hear the third time you show up in the same hour, you're guaranteed 2 mage buds. That's not it. Okay. Consolation prize, a different unique though. Not quite the same. That's the second one of those today too. 37 lightning shrines later. I don't know if I looked at the harvest or not, but I kind of don't want to bother going back. Money making is actually secondary to what we're doing. Four chaos orbs. Wow. Now this is harvest. Looks like we're gonna run this one first. Three and 11, 7 and 3, 9 and 3. I think we should just run both threes, unfortunately. It's more exciting to try and upgrade into one big one, but it's hard to guarantee that we get at least 3 extra tier 2s on the upgraded plot. Yo, 8 tier 3s. Not doing it. $17.10. Those 3 tier 3 yellow plants were worth at least 6 purple plants of the same tier, so like, as tempting as it was for the big pile of stuff, that stuff would have just been shit. How much are we back up to? 14k. Not bad for less than an hour. And this what? 8 maps? No, 12 maps. Please. I think I clicked on that shrine 12 times before it actually gave me the thing. Yo, another one? No, 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 that was the totem. If it was an invuln shrine, they wouldn't have taken damage in the first place. That is... I don't want to do it because it's going to waste time, but whatever. Money's money. Despite all these just barely, slightly, almost kind of workable harvests, we have been stacking up a pretty decent amount of yellow stuff. Yo, that's still running. Or is it? Yeah, we're definitely blasting that to upgrade the other two. I think we started the day with 4k yellow life juice laying around that I didn't list from yesterday. And last I checked, we were at 14k, so we gained at least 10,000 in about an hour. So that is, what, like 5, just under 5 div per hour? When we're running like shitty ones like this all the time. There's another half div. Starting to think Egon's desire to save his sister is a little performative with how rarely he shows up. If he really cared, he'd be showing up more often. I'm just saying, dude. If it was me, I would be there every other map. I don't care what anyone says. Dunes. I might honestly have to run all 72 of these tropical islands before we stack up a reasonable amount of dunes maps. I feel like they're still not dropping as often as they should be, but part of that could also be that we're not running an adjacent map to it. But the confusing part is when we were running City Square, with all of my favorite slots on City Square, I was completely sustaining the amount of maps that I was running. And actually, I think I was still gaining a little bit. That was not the case with the 20 dunes maps we rolled. Maybe we just got unlucky, but it didn't feel very good either way. Ooh. We're officially in there, dude. Six of them or three of them, that is accurate. Now let's have that same thing happen with the yellow plants, shall we? 5 of them, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a tier 4. I think that's the save option. Uh-oh. I think we should expect anywhere from 2300 to 2500 here. Unless we get lucky and it duplicates, then we get another 1400 to 1800. Or you know what? We take 1000 plus a life bloom. 2700 yellow stuff. Still have not checked the price of Sacred Blossoms in forever, so I have no idea what that's worth. We found 16 raw chaos in there. Huge. Mr. Faustus, I presume. How much is a divine orb? 185? How much is a blossom? About half, well, a little over half a bit. Seems reasonable. Suppose before selling those, I should also double check the price of the white plants that drop from Oshabi. Usually those prices are pretty similar. But if there is a major difference, it's just flat out worth it to run the key and then sell the result. Actually, even if they're the same price, it's probably still better to run the key because you have a chance of getting like a really good Shaco or something, if that even exists. Oh, another banger. I have a dream that one day they'll nerf the volume of the Lightning Shrine. I suspect that's one of their quality of life changes that they have in their back pocket for in case there's another competitor that starts grabbing attention away from PoE. They've done it in the past. I'm sure they've got a couple other ones in mind. That was a lot of shit. 5 of them. One of them. I think we can give up one. Reasonable. Because we could get more than one very easily. And if we get only one, then, like, who cares, right? Kind of evens out. I don't remember if that was 5 or 7, but either way, we did not lose. I don't know if we won. We definitely did not lose. $19.36. Number 2. Another straight up divine orb for us. I was honestly wondering where they were yesterday, because we did not find a single one. That's an incandescent invitation. I got my hopes up. We did a lot of maps yesterday, so I thought it was kind of crazy that we didn't get any raw divines at all. I think we got one Voidborn Reliquary Key and one Valo Strong Box. Or Puzzle Box, whatever. Those were the only notable drops outside of Harvest Juice. What map tier is this? This is tier 16. When I run, well, when I run out of regular tier 16s for whatever layout I'm running, we have been running some tier 16 and a halves. Or the memory influence ones, whatever you want to call them. But I am simply looking for memory tears, so there's no real reason for me to do that in tier 17s, and I don't like tier 17s anyways. Yeah, buddy. We have invested quite a bit into this character, and this is a bit of a silly build, so it's not doing as much as a more optimal character would be doing with the amount of money we've thrown into it, but between all that and the Doriani's prototype stuff that's allowed by the mercenaries to basically put all enemies at minus 200 lightning res, just makes the game easy. Doing the tier 7s now? Hell yeah. You, building the Cyclone build? Hell yeah. Like castable channeling, or just like straight up doing damage with Cyclone? Bro, we did so many plots in one tier 3. Gamba. I shouldn't even run this, actually. Are you relatively new to Path of Exile, or are you just taking your time through the end game, enjoying it at your pace? It's your first build? Hell yeah. I definitely did not even get to the end game on my first build. I started playing like the week before a league ended, and so I got to like level 50 or something, like Act 7, I think. And then a new league came out and I had to restart. I was a little bummed, but I had people telling me what was about to happen, so I wasn't too like blindsided by it. Started a few weeks ago. Hell yeah. If you ever run into anything and you're not sure about it, I'm always happy to answer questions. It's a lot to take in. It really is. Honestly, one of the things I often recommend to people who are brand new to the game is to just follow a build guide. Like me personally, I don't like following guides most of the time, but even for my first several characters, I was following guides just because there's so much shit. And it's only like, I started playing in 2019. I think the update number was like 3.6. And we're now on 3.26. So in those 20 leagues, it has only gotten more complicated. But it is fun when you get the hang of it. I'll give them that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, considering the game's balanced around you having 75% on all of them, being even a little bit below that is like night and day difference, let alone having none. Just farm the maps all over for currency? Pretty much. So since you're like halfway through the Atlas or so, or at least halfway up the tier numbers, you kind of just pick a couple things off of the Atlas tree that you feel like running, and just do that, get money. Get gear, use that money for gear upgrades, and then do tougher stuff. So I've as you progress, you get like more copies of the Atlas tree, so you can like hot swap to different strategies. Like you could do Blight, you could do Beyond or Delve or Essence or anything else really, and then you can swap into something else. But really this league I've just been doing Harvest the entire time because Harvest is such easy money. Like it's very simple and it takes very little investment to actually get anything out of it. Like you can invest into it a lot and get a lot more out of it than what I get. But even if you don't feel like doing all that much, Harvest is just very, very good. But my particular focus right now is we're trying to finish up the last of the challenges for the league because I want the or when you get high up, or when you get a bunch of challenges completed, you get like a totem for your hideout. Are these things here? And in Necropolis League, which was 2 leagues ago, I got 40 out of 40 for the first time, which gets you the little thing on the top. And then when I did that for the first time, I told myself, okay, every league from here on out, we're getting 40 out of 40. So now we're down to 3 left. The only problem is we have to find... They added a new thing called a memory tear into the endgame this league. Just like you find a memory tear in a normal map, and then you talk to, I don't know if you've met him already, but the NPC named Egon, who shows up in your hideout at some point. And then he gives you like a line of maps on your atlas to run through, and then like a special boss at the end. So we have to kill 4 of those bosses. Well, two copies of one of the bosses and 2 copies of the other one. But the problem is there's only like a 5% chance for that memory tear to spawn. So really our main focus is just blasting through maps as quickly as I can to find the memory tears so I can go do those. Any money we get from Harvest or anything else is just kind of secondary. I'm not too worried about my character leveling up, so if I die, it's kind of whatever. Finding more money is nice, so that way if I feel like doing something, I can afford it. But it's all secondary. That's what happens when you reach level 100. And then you get to play the game. Nothing in particular really happens. You just suddenly have the maximum amount of skill points. There's no more character power to get from your skill tree. You don't lose anything when you die. That's honestly probably the biggest part of hitting level 100 is there's no more like even slight pain about when you die. Like me, I'm level 96 right now. And I said, like I said, I'm not too worried about leveling up, but even saying that, if I do die, I feel a little sad because that is still XP lost. No longer the case when you hit level 100. Just any good? Oh, okay, cool. See some level 100s on the global chat die. Not particular. Well, not really. That is something called a Valdo's map, which comes from these Valdo's puzzle boxes. So if you have a loot filter and one of these drops while you're mapping, it'll probably make that really loud ding noise that it makes when something valuable drops. So when you open one of these, you get a special map that at the top you can see it has that line that says reward. So when I complete this map, I will guaranteed get a fancy, flashy colored Black Sun crest, which is a helmet, I think. A unique helmet. Do I have one? Yeah, that thing. Which is not like the craziest helmet ever, but it also has a set of really, really crazy mods. And this map was designed by someone who bought like a $500 supporter pack, I think in 2024. So someone picked that reward and picked this list of modifiers to like make people run through it if they want that reward. And one of the options that people could pick was characters that die in this zone are voided, which means they just get deleted. So when you see when you see that message pop up that someone at level 100 died or was sent to the void, they died in one of these maps. And then their character's gone. Like, it's even more painful than dying in hardcore, because hardcore, if your character dies, you get sent into standard league. So you still have your character, it's just not in the same, like, server, basically. If your character gets voided, the character and everything that it's wearing is just gone. When you do get up into the tier like 14s and 16 maps, there are a lot more bosses that get introduced towards the end of the Atlas. But I'd say right now, there's not really any one particular endgame boss that is like the final boss. But I suspect next patch, next league, we will get something kind of like that. So then you start again? Yep. Putting hundreds of hours in. The thing is, usually the maps that people are going to run with that modifier on it have something really, really valuable in it. So it's like worth the risk. Like one of the options people are allowed to put as the reward is this belt you may or may not have heard of called Mage Blood. Which is like one of the strongest items in the game. Let's see, corrupted with bad outcomes is 45 divine orbs. Uncorrupted is 128 orbs. But basically it just means, or this belt makes it so that all of your fancy buff flasks, up to 4 of them are just permanently active at all times. It's very powerful and very fun. So if they find a map that has a Mage Blood reward, people would be willing to risk the voiding of their character for that kind of thing. Enjoy doing all the acts from 1 to 10? Still doing, gotta do your labyrinth. Gotcha. Honestly, I was never really a big campaign enjoyer. Well, I'm glad you had fun. I just kind of grit my teeth and suffer through it every league. And sometimes I'll, like, practice to get through it a little faster. But really the fastest I've ever been able to get through is like 6 hours, I think. 6.5. Yo, we're still in the first half of this map? What the hell? Oh, when you say your last labyrinth, do you mean the fourth one? I suppose that would actually be the last one. For some reason I thought you meant the third one, like the last one of the campaign. But the last labyrinth is level 75, which is equivalent with a tier 8 map. So you may be able to get through it now since you're doing tier 7s, but if you find that it's a little much at the moment, it may not hurt to wait a little longer. No memory tear. And kind of a bad harvest. 60-70k DPS Cyclone, plus with rage goes up to 130. Yeah, that should be workable for early on, yeah. Don't feel like touching the delirium. Might as well try it out. I believe in you. The POB is in the description if you want to look at it. But like I said, it is a little bit silly, so it can be kind of difficult to get off the ground. One of the key parts is one of the key things that's making this build work right now is like I said, getting a copy of this Doriani's prototype unique on your mercenary, and then also finding jewelry with as much negative lightning res on it as possible. Because basically what this chest piece does, it says nearby enemies have lightning resistance equal to yours, among other things, but that's the most important part. So my mercenary has minus 184% lightning res, and so anytime he walks near something, the enemy gets that minus 184. And so that is a huge multiplier on the amount of damage that I'm dealing. And without that, it does not feel like very good damage at all. But that's not something that's really shown in that path of building, because I don't know how to list all that. This is lying to me. There are 6 of them. Oh no, it's not. I don't know how to count. That's a lot of devours. Damn. $2,000 yellow stuff. Very, very close to a divine orb. We got gloves. Oh, this is actually huge. Give me a weapon. That's a shield. That's not a weapon. Damn you. What's this? Yeah, as much shit as I talk about the damage on this build, I do love the build. It's just so goofy. so the last thing we need for equipped elites is a fractured one-handed strength/dexterity weapon. Strength and or dexterity weapon.
Warm nights.
Here you go, buddy. I got you a present. We're on our 20th map, so we've run 19 so far and not found a single damn memory tear. The base chance of finding one is suspected to be about 5%, but we have, I think, a 40% increased chance to find them, so it would mean like a 7% chance. Still no dice. This any good? Kind of.
Exile.
What are we at? 13 and 3, that's actually huge. $13 and 4, we got shit on, dude. I knew I should have gambled! Fuck. Well, we'll get more blue stuff. We took the anti-flask duration debuff, and so my life flask is doing exactly nothing right now. $15.72. It's alright, but now I'm sad that it could have been more. It's okay. In no universe was that a good idea to make the gamble, so we shouldn't beat ourselves up too much about it.
You only get one first impression.
Come on now, done the whole day.
Ultimatum Scarab of Catalyzing. I actually have more than one of those. I never price checked them though. I'm so slow, dude. duplicated not cortex. One of the minor synthesis bosses. We're gonna be optimistic and say divine orbs. Catalyzing. Just under a div each. How many do I have? I have 2. So we should expect like 140 or something like that. 130, that might be worth. 264 for 2 of them, sure. Would be a nice little boost to our chaos counter without having to trade off any divs. Still no memory tears though. That is map number 20. Statistically speaking, we're getting shit on as far as memory tears are concerned.
This is not a challenge.
Almost just died for that shrine. Yeah, it was close.
This way, Exile.
I'm actually kind of hoping, kind of starting to hope that we do find a 3-plot harvest, just so I can skip one, damn it. I think I've skipped like 2 harvests the whole day. Five is pretty low, we'll just assume that that's one of the lower ones. Eight and 2. 10 and 3. 10 and 1. Go ahead and do this one. Then we'll probably clear both of the yellow plants. That got 16 and 3, dude. It didn't get a single tier 3. Oh. Okay. That's not the ad phase, dude. Come on now. Do your shit. There we go. Yo, that's 2 sacred blossoms today. Huge. And we still get more. $33.68, a div and a half. Oh, we got one. Nice. Finally, the man shows up. Now watch. Despite the reduced chance of getting the bad one, we're gonna instantly get the bad one. I'm ready. My body, my soul, my mind are ready. Full trifecta. The hell is that? Wilma's Requital. Increases and reductions to cast speed applied to attack speed. Wilma. 5 whole chaos. Interesting. Now then. You gone? Courtyard of Wasting. That's one of the ones we needed. Let's go. Let's go. Also, we got a short one because that is only 3 maps plus the boss. Actually huge. Like yesterday they were all like 5 maps and then the boss. So we're gonna zip through this tropical island. And then the next 2, and then we make the third, the 4th one rare. Zero investment has been spent upon the harvest, so we're not going to waste any time on it. Don't care about this. There's no quantity in this place, so the rewards are going to be quite shit. My soul's now. Map bosses are surrounded by tormented spirits. No, thank you.
What is it?
I need to kill those map bosses. Thank you very much. City Square was the ideal option for our next map. At 19 seconds flat. Ancient City. Not the worst ever, but it's a little confusing to find the bosses here sometimes, especially when we get it upside down like this one is. Usually you stop at, or you start at the bottom and work up. But for some reason in this league we're getting it backwards. Did I not go sideways enough, or are they just further down? I did not go the right kind of sideways. Actually walked right past him. Oops. By the way, I've been needing to... Forgot these were all max level in these ones. I've been needing to quality those and corrupt them. Just a brief moment of suspense before we do the boss we've been waiting for so long. And give me a level 21. Thank you. Just had to ask nicely, turns out. I didn't even ask that nice after all. Monster life, fizz is lightning, less accuracy rating, reduced life, mana, and energy shield recovery per second from leech plus drops. Sounds like a whole lot of bad time. Maven interferes plus impotence? If she gets healing, it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass. But if she doesn't, we'll be fine, and we're just gonna... We'll probably still be fine anyways. But we're just gonna hope. Maven, you better not be giving no vitality boons. My MTX! The whole universe felt wrong for a moment. Okay. Entropy. Not resisted. I don't think she got healing. She got healing. Look, I spoke too soon. Oh no, that might actually be damage reduction, which is like infinitely better than healing. Boss is by the book, I believe. Sure is. It is definitely a damage reduction. The void. The skeletons were eating all the meteors. Shouldn't take a moment, he says, after making me wait 2 hours to show up even once. This motherfucker. None of that is really any good at all. Alright. Whoops. Now we just need 3 more without getting unlucky. And honestly, it would be like most ideal if we got Theater of Lies next. So that way, like, we have as many options as possible for as long as possible. And then we don't have to hit Theater of Lies 2 times in a row. Which, for that reason, I'm kind of tempted to block out whichever one is Courtyard of Wasting. But I think it's probably fine. We go again. Now, Egon, if you could show up in this map, please, so we can just go again right away. That'd be great. It'd be great. Less likely things have happened. I believe I walked past the harvest. Probably was simply not paying attention, but I'm not about to go looking for it. How many copies of the Dunes are we up to? At City Square. We're up to 19 of them. It's actually dropping more commonly than I realized. Or is it? I don't know how many we started with. Never mind. I don't think we had 0 when we started. It's probably pretty close to 1 copy per map right now. If not a little under. Meaning, if we save up to like 30 copies of Dunes or so, and we just roll 20 at a time, we'll probably be able to stick in that layout for quite a while longer than last time. Holy invincible trying Batman. Why am I frozen? I wasn't frozen, I was just like giga chilled, which... when you get to a high enough chill effect, it's basically the same thing. Mr. Egon, I know you're around here somewhere. Just ate a hit from that meteor. It did like 20% of my ES as damage, which is far less than I expected if I did get hit by those. I thought it was gonna one-tap me. %200% Fizz is chaos. I don't feel like dying to that, so we're not taking it. Also, I just realized I think we did 2 maps in a row where I skipped harvest. That was not on purpose. But this time I see it and we're doing it. And thankfully it was not a 3-plot harvest. Would have been hell awkward if it was. Because then we would not be doing it after all. Hello? Moving while attacking? Disgusting. Okay, it's a casual tier 4 purple. Not the least bit interested in purple, so even though we could upgrade that further by running the purple plot first, I don't care. Ooh. Calculated. Within expectations, dude. Can we do that phase, please? I don't know why it's so difficult for bosses to enter their phases when they reach their health thresholds. It is not a new problem in this game. (14-5) or 11-5? Unfortunately, it will do. That's pretty good. Last one. Then we gotta roll some more. Now, Egon, please. I'm begging. Don't make me wait 20 more maps. It's like our third one of those in 2 days. Three tier 3s. Well, I think we're just gonna take that. What are those? Seriously, what are those? Corpse Walker? Move speed? And along with that life regen? per corpse nearby. Yeah. $18.18. Oh, and they start with 25% move speed. I don't know what corpse block is, but cool beans, I guess. High roll on the defenses, even. Ooh. I don't even know what boot corruptions are there. But what if we corrupt them? Wow. A white socket. Huge. Alright, that was the last map we had rolled. We can either go back to Tropical Island or we can do 20 more city squares. Or 19 city squares in one Tropical Island. Because I don't feel like doing a 16.5 right now. Give me safe maps. Thank you very much. We need more of those, 4 more of those. Alright. We go again. Surely the freshly rolled maps will cause Egan to show up a little more often, right? Those other ones were a little stale and he wasn't really interested in showing up. It's gotta be the case. A 187% quantity seems pretty nice. Ooh, 103% quantity now. If we get good harvest stuff, this will be a really, really good harvest. We did not. Unfortunate. Ah, well, we've had relatively decent harvests all day, so not gonna sweat. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was the only tropical island we rolled. Kind of jump scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. Can we stop with that? Probably boss, still annoying as ever, I see.
This way, Exile.
Hey, that one survived, nice. That has 4 plants on it. Why did this one have to upgrade so well, dude? This one actually also has 4, that part is lying. This one's kinda shit. So we'll run this one and hope that that one upgrades or survives, but too bad it did not. Let's get this disappointing one out of the way. Ow. Still going. $35.64, that is probably like 1 3/4 div or something like that. Oh, I see something nice. I see something nice. Why, yes, Egon, it is a fresh chair. Turns out he just didn't want to show up on the tropical island. Egan's a city boy. A city square boy. Massive W. Courtyard of Wasting again. Unfortunate. But it is at least one we needed. We're just going to have to get a little more lucky on our last two than we would have had we gotten the Theater of Lies. Well then. No sense delaying it. Let's get on with it. This one's 4 maps long. In for the boss, out for the next one. Scriptorium. In for the boss. I don't think I clicked the little altar thing in the last one. Oh well. Now for the next one.
Can I help?
Park. Easy peasy. Kind of forgot Park was on the Atlas as well, not gonna lie. This is actually one of my favorite maps just because it's so bright. There's not a lot of layouts like that in this video game. The only problem is the boss summons a bunch of consecrated ground, which is a pain in the ass if you don't have a shitload of DPS. You just bonk the boss. Now for the next one. This is Underground Sea. After this one will be the actual boss. So that'll be when we roll. That's not what I meant to click.
As expected.
Sasuga. That stuff. "28% more monster life, I think we can manage. Maven interferes, we can also probably manage. It worked out well last time. So we're just gonna hope that she also does not get healing this time. And also, there's no impotence on this map, which means we'll be doing all of our damage 100% of the time. Owie. That is not healing, but defense. Fog. Citadel, nice. Wait, not nice. That one sucks. Bro, can we detonate the mines, please? I keep pushing detonate mines with 20 mines on the ground. It's detonating like 4 of them. See, that's slightly better. The Atlas. Oh, poor baby. Egan, can I have the loot, please? Thank you. Get me out of here. Now then. 2 remain. And they are the same one. Also, Theatre of Lies. I don't know which one is that one. Block Squaryard of Wasting is Remembered Kindness, so that's good. This middle one is the one we want. However, I need to free up a point somewhere. I could free up 2 by unblocking Ritual. However, Ritual is very annoying when it spawns because the monsters do 1,000,000,000 chaos damage. Oh, I can yoink that one. Nice. We'll put that back later, though. Remembered kindness. Courtyard of Wasting. Courtyard of Wasting, just to be sure. Yep. It's Mini Cyrus. Which I think is far preferable to Big Cyrus. I like that version of that fight way more. But now, we're just 2 away. We kind of got shit on in our first 20 maps. But then we got, well, our first 25 maps we kind of got shit on. But then we got 2 within like 5 maps of each other. We just need the last 2 within the next 5 maps. That's all. That's all I really want. Is that too much to ask?
This way, Exile.
The purple survived. Wow. A whole tier 3. Turns out we got the most blue stuff out of anything. Not ideal, but oh well. We move on. The bestiary scarab of duplicating scarab. I'm sorry, the bestiary scarab of duplicating duplicated when it dropped. If that's not poetry, I don't know what is. Should have a better as my tower shield. I don't think we need multiple. I'm not even 100% sure that's a good base. But what do I look like? Some kind of shield enjoyer? Certainly not. We're at 69% through 96. Nice. Guess we'll run the purple first. I guess the breach ended. Kind of figured it would stay open while I was far away from it, but okay. Nine and 9. 7 and 1. 11, 6 and 1. We'll run this blue one. Then probably run both of those yellow crops. Three of them. 3 of them. We got 11 there and 6 there. I have more tier 2 plants than tier 1 plants there. But I think that's a bad gamble, hoping for that to upgrade to more than 3. We'll take the safe option. So that didn't look super dramatic because it was kind of spread across 2 plots. However, we got 1858 yellow stuff there. Pretty close to a div. Very solid all around. Now if we could get a memory pair, that would be great. By the way, I don't know why they put this little fucking tree on it. Oh, I was too busy docking shit. I don't know why they put this little tree on every single fucking corner, but I've run into that tree like 3 times in this layout alone. I guess that's pot shit get hit in action. There wasn't even shit left. I should have just gone to the next. My 69%, no. Made Act 5? Oh, hell yeah. Old Golden Boy still holding up. Second Exalted Orb today. That's what I like to see. That's the best kind of damage. I actually wanted to look. Ow, my ears. Summons a Sentinel Radiance that taunts on hit and deals fire damage over time to nearby enemies at scale with its maximum life. Oh, right, you can't support it. Never mind. I don't know why I thought you could put fucking minion life on there. It's a skill from an Ascendant. I take it all back. But yeah, if you find any modifiers that, like, or nodes on the Atlas tree, or not the Atlas tree, the regular skill tree, that say increase minion life, it'll make him do more damage. Oops. Thank goodness everything's going wrong. Brother. Two-handed strength dexterity weapon, that's not an option. He dropped a one-handed dexterity weapon, but it was not fractured. I'm gonna take that and double check that it won't actually work, but I'm like 99.7% sure that it won't. You got some mini life increases? Hell yeah. Yeah. The more, the better.
Well, do get on with it. Ah, spiffing.
Unfortunate. Blue it is. Ten and 1. 13 and 1. That one's actually better. It survived. That means we could also go run the other purple one if we really wanted to. Like if this one here ends up looking better than the other yellow one. We're at 11 and 4. My shrine. 12 and 5. We should definitely just run both. If that one had survived though, that would have been like best possible outcome. Oh well, we're still getting rich. $29.02. Good shit. You don't stand a chance. Egan, I'm gonna need you to show up in this one, please. Did I plan to try the gauntlet at all? Not really, Professor. I heard that you can get a glove MTX for killing Hillock. I might go as far as that. If I'm bored in the early half of our streams next week, because I think it only lasts like a week and a half or something. If I'm bored when we're doing our streams next week, then I may just play it. Beyond Hillock, but I'm not real good at running defenses on my characters, so hardcore in normal circumstances is very difficult for me, let alone Gauntlet. Super easy to do this Ranger because Burning Arrow's OP. Gotcha. That might be the play. Thank you for the pro tip. Ew, 3 plots. Have you been playing it, Professor? Or did you just go for the gloves? Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're able to try them out now. Trying to remember which ones I played. I think I did 2 builds. One was a Puppeteer with a Raised Zombie of Falling Totems. That was a mess. I think I swapped my build actually like 4 times because we ended up doing Spectres after that. And then... Oh, no. It was Raised Zombie of Falling Brands. Very questionable. What was the other one I did? Because I had one that actually kind of worked. I did the Daughter of Washabi with Lightning Arrow. That was fun. Because we were Shrine maxing. And we were farming legions at like top speed. Which was very fun.
Hello.
Most likely gonna be KB/B or Power Siphon something. Gotcha. Sounds reasonable. I haven't played an Attack Wander in years. I think about it all the time though. Every time I find like an over qualityed wand, I'm like, there's one. Or I unveil or I identify a wand that has like 150% increased physical damage on it. Just like, that's a KB wand right there. Whichever one I feel like. Got an MTX form, so yeah. You gotta put it to use at least once. That is a spicy meatball. Too spicy, it turns out. Our 3rd Exalted Orb of the day. We're being scammed live on stream, dude. Ah, shit, not again. Let me out! Damn it! What is on here? Speed? And less recovery rate of life. Okay, that's why our flask isn't doing anything. It's not even that crazy of an ignite. It's just I have 0 recovery. So Dirty has an on-hit spell. Sheesh. The Whisper's Ring to go straight bananas. Hell yeah. Sounds badass. Nothing wrong with that. The farthest I remember ever getting in a gauntlet was the start of Act 8. I died in the ramparts because I walked into a snake, and I did not have enough cast resistance. We're not gonna be doing this harvest because I will die. Simple as. Bro, these vines, they're gonna kill me. I am much more interested in getting 40 out of 40 before the next PoE 2 league in, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. Got someone coaching you. Hell yeah. Honestly, that's kind of how I learned. Being alive for most of my learning experience. I just had people yelling at me when I was doing things wrong. And most of the time I ignore them, but sometimes I listened, and that was how I learned. But yeah, hardcore, it just takes so many defenses, dude. And Gauntlet even more so, of course. Well, right. It is. Sometimes. Well, it always is, but sometimes it may not be enough. Damn you, video game. Give me a strength dex weapon. Tier 2 crit chance. We may hold on to that. Just for fun. As a little treat. You're level 36? Ah, hell yeah. You're gaming. Any more Act Boss jump scares? Or are you still in Act 3? Easy peasy. Nice. Alright, I guess I forgot to ask. Professor, how far have you gone? I gotcha. That's like 5% of the way to level 100. You're almost there. All I want right now is memory tears. No. I did not know that was a bug. Is it possible to force them to spawn in memory maps? Or in Kirak maps? Or is that just like the first time you find it in red maps or something? Not sure how, but Steel Mage and Sushi were talking about it. Gotcha. Well, I have gotten 2 memory tears today, so I suspect I'm alright. And I got 3 yesterday, so that was also fine. But we just need 2 more with the fake innocence boss. It's kind of fucked up. If I go too long without finding one, I may have to try that. But I think, at least for right now, we're okay. Yikes. That is a slight bummer. I'll have to look into that. But at least today, begging and pleading with Egon has been working occasionally. In 20, maybe close to 30 maps, we have found him twice, which I think is pretty good. The wiki said it's approximately a 5%, or suspected to be a 5% spawn chance if you don't have a memory tear open. And we have the 40% increased chance to find memory tears, so that would be 7%. And with how the rate we've been finding them in the past few days, I'd say I kind of concur. Whether that's confirmation bias or not, who knows? Who cares, really? All I know is we're making progress, and we're almost done.
This way, Exile.
Not a great outcome. I'm getting real tempted to just stop doing harvest altogether. Like, take the scarabs out and everything. It eats up a lot of time. I have probably more money than I'm gonna spend before I'm done with the league. Let's just add more shrines, shall we? Because there weren't enough before. So now I think we have like 5 more. Oh, 7 more. Or 6. Ah, no, we got a couple. I don't know how many of the Mapcraft adds or one individual scarab. Can I get a speed shrine, please? There's gotta be one in here somewhere, right? You ate all of them? How dare you? Give them back. They're mine. I had my name on them and everything. Ate them real fast too? Motherfucker. This is why I never trust the work refrigerator. It's a terrible idea. Turns out you can only use 4 scarabs. I knew that all along. I was just testing y'all. What do we use for the last one? Do just a simple cartography scarab, but I don't think that is going to be that important for me. Let's just do pack size. That'll be in the next one. I think Dagon actually did eat all the fucking speed shrines because I did not get a single one that entire map last time. Out of the, like, what is it? 8 plus 4, 12? Plus 2 more, I think? 14? And then we get 2 shrine effects per shrine. So that's actually 24 shrines and not 1 speed shrine. Fucking wild. We're on track to do it again, by the way. I've been cursed. Motherfucker. This is fine, it's not noisy at all. Bro, stop eating them! We got one more. Also the Nameless Seer for the 4th time. Fuck. It's okay. No, we got no speed shrines, but we do have a Mage Blood. Oh, thank God. Peace and quiet. No, there's no Mage Blood. Belly of the Beast it is. Fuck. So the actual total is 11 plus 1, so it's 12. So yeah, 24. At least.
Choose your next move.
Bro, we got chilled ground in this one. I need the speed. It's a must. And we don't have... We have reduced cooldown recovery rate of movement skills as well. Please. Please stop begging. It exists! Fine now. Thing is, I don't even feel like I'm going that fast. I'm just going at a normal speed now. Too bad. Snooze, you lose. We only have 7 seconds of peace. It's about to run out. Damn it. Ugh. Reflecting mist again. Bro, one day we'll get the item. And I'll make $10 billion when we do. Getting through those in 2 minutes instead of 2 minutes or 4 minutes if there's a good harvest is like cutting out all that extra harvest time is probably gonna do us a lot of good in the long run. Oh, we got the no recovery. Huge. Drop a mirror in Gauntlet. I believe in you. If you can eat my speed shrines from an entirely different league, I'm sure you can drop a mirror in the very same league. Oh, Egan, don't screw me over, mister. This better be the right shit. There's no point in me continuing this.
What news?
Trauma? I think that's the one. Yeah. We love a little trauma around here.
Can I help?
No. Sure thing, buddy.
Go now.
Precinct, then shipyard, then boss man. Casual tier 17s everywhere. One more level and you'll have near 100% uptime on 7 endurance charges. Amazing, sir. At level 36, that seems a little excessive. But it is a big gauntlet after all, I guess. Shipyard. Blast orb. No, that's not it. $1,500 HP and overcapped res. It's probably for the best, honestly. Doesn't matter if you have Z DPS, so long as the enemy is also doing Z DPS.
Greetings.
Impale. Rare monsters to fracture on death. I don't see anything bad there, so we're gonna go ahead and run it.
The threat is revealed.
You only get one first impression. Try
Wait, this is the wrong fucking place. I don't know how to read, dude. I just saw it wasn't Courtyard of Wasting. Fuck. Get me out of here. Wait, I actually have to clear it. Never mind. Fuck. So wondering why this place looks so familiar. Damn you, Egan. I've been scammed. This man's just invincible. I thought you just had to be standing kind of in front of them, so you weren't like getting blocked by the statues, but no, that man does not take damage. Well, it was bound to happen. This is why we're speeding things up. Gonna park at 40 tomorrow and push for 50. I'm sorry, 40 tonight, 50 tomorrow. It's a reasonable goal. 10 levels a day all the way to 100, I believe. Yo, can we get a mulligan on that memory thread, please? Just a quick redo, Egan. The little one soul. We go again. Owie. Maybe a little too much stuff to wade through there. No, no, no. I believe. Do or do not. There is no try. And there is no do not. You're just gonna do it. I believe. It's a lot of embers. Again, please. Speed Shrine first off. Huge, huge. Maximum value. Two seconds. Sorry, sorry. We continue. Your axe now. Good job, good job. Bro, the harvest icon looks so much like a memory tear. It's very saddening when it is not a memory tear. Another map, another day without Egon. I didn't check which, or like how many maps in we were when we found the last one, but this is what? I think this is like our 38th normal map, or 39th. Oh no, we had 5 when I started. I had 20 rolled off stream, and then we rolled 20 more on stream, so this would be 44. We found 3 in that time, so we're doing pretty good, numbers-wise. We just need the right shit now. Which he did not want to cooperate on last time, that's for damn sure. On the plus side, by doing all these maps, we're stacking up hella invitations, which means I don't have to buy hella invitations. Finish out the invitation challenge. But we're real close to getting that one done as well. Suppose we should pick up the shrines I spent so many scarabs on. We made it to level 6 with basically no lead mechanics. Just a billion shrines. Owie. Oh, not even close. Level 21 vitality, kind of huge. I don't know about y'all, but I did not see a single memory tear anywhere in there. Layer 2-4, we need to roll more maps. How many dunes do I have? 32. It's probably fine. Whoops. That'll do. So this time we want 4 of those and 1 of those. We got a free shrine craft. Wow. Back above 70%. We've kind of been on a treadmill first at 70%. I think I've died 2 or 3 times today after getting to about that much. I'm fastest, but boy. Oh, this is a no recovery map. Nice. How about no damage taken? I like that better. One minute 47 seconds. Slightly better than the 2 minutes previously. Don't actually care about the Harbinger. Not my problem. Let's say that went rather well. Fight Calvin probably die? Nah. Calvin's easy. Light work. Not even a small problem. That's not the item. 66 res for minus 66 dex. I think I'm good. I have not seen a damn thing. Nope. Sir, I had to ask how you get the gloves today. Oh, maybe. None of the fights are what you expect. What if I expected them to be like that? And I just believe in my friends that they have calm no matter what. Oh, it's a tuber hillock. Nice. That's actually hilarious. I need a speed shrine, dude. Oh, we got one. Alright, the rest of fucking... Not the rest, so... Egan, don't fuck me this time, you bastard. Man won't tell me what he gave me until after we leave. So no point in staying. Every time he phase changed, the entire room filled with his projectiles. That's fucked up.
What news?
Reverence? Is this actually the one? We need to be, like, triple sure. Theatre of Lies. Theatre of... Okay, it's the correct one. We've done it. We just need one more after this, but first...
Exile.
First things first, let's clear this.
It is ready.
6 or 7 casts at the same time, filling the entire room, and then all the projectiles fly in every direction. How do you even survive? How did you survive that? Damn. I guess that you did kind of mention that part, didn't you? A laboratory?
Here now.
Then Val Pyramid, then Defiled Cathedral. And that's how you're gonna survive Calm, sir. That's not the right portal. Nothing. Oh no, that's traversable, I see. I fucking hate this place. One more, I think. Defiled Cathedral. I'm just gonna grab this stuff so we're ready when we get there. Kind of wasting money on all these domination crafts, but I forgot to take them off. And I don't want to like take it off now and then forget to put it back on when I go to normal maps afterwards. But I think when we're done with this memory thread, I'm probably gonna call it night. If I keep going after this, I'm gonna want to focus on. I'm gonna want to go until I finish out the challenge, and that could take a while if we get another incorrect boss. So we're just gonna do it tomorrow, and then assuming we get that done, we'll do the other two challenges as well. Whether we have to buy the gear that we're missing or invitations or whatever. We'll worry about it all then. Okay. Mr. Egon, I presume. Bosses are possessed. 10 res, reduced effect of non-cursors. No thanks. That was all fine until Fizz's chaos hit. If it had Consecrated Ground or a Shrine buff, I'd probably run it. Having both, even when I have the regen dampening, seems a little excessive. This, however, is totally fine. The Theatre of Lies. I tried to flame dash over the benches and it didn't work. I didn't want that XP anyway. Who needs floors anyways? Those are overrated. Kind of wanted to see if I could win the race, but I didn't commit to it hard enough. Give me the stuff.
This shouldn't take a moment.
Alrighty. Well then. We are officially one memory thread away from the last of our troublesome challenges to be being done. We just need the correct memory thread, which I believe we're on like a 70% chance or something like that to get what we're looking for. So like, we'll probably get it. But if we get another bad one, or it's not going to be completely like beyond the pale if we do get another bad one. But we'll worry about all that tomorrow. For now, we're going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did and you're not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Follow button if you're watching on Twitch. And come see me again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern US Time, whatever you want to call it, for more. Yeah, we'll probably hit 40 out of 40 tomorrow. Yeet.